What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining the channel. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe. But let's get right into this. Whack 100 seems to be smiling. The reason he's smiling right now because Whack 100 and Big U have had nothing but problems the last 3 to 4 years. Whack 100 has come out yelling and screaming and saying, oh, I know him from this, from that, from these things, from that things. And Big U has always maintained he don't know nothing and he don't understand what Whack 100's problem is. Big U has been known to be the crip leader in L.A. of the Rolling 60s. Now, Whack 100 has a post up where he called in to No Jumper saying that he tried to warn Big U, telling him to run. Now, this is strangely odd when it seems as if Whack 100 is always the one with the information of what's going on with everyone about everything. Some people say he's an informant. Some people say he just got his ear to the streets. Some people say he's a BSer. And I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to think. Let me know in the comments what you think. But factual information is he did call the No Jumper and he did let them know that the RICO was coming down. He was on live talking to Lush and Brick Baby. And as they were talking, Whack 100 has a way of getting information out of people because he likes to lead the conversation. It's an old school hustler mentality. If you let someone sit there long enough, they'll tell you everything. They'll tell you stuff about their mama. They'll tell you stuff that bothers them. They'll tell you everything under the sun. Especially if you put them in a position where they think that they're gaining notoriety, they're going to gain publicity, they're going to gain money. If it's someone who's tainted by something that possibly could have happened, as you can hear Lush explain, they went out one time and they were doing some things that were obviously illegal because he didn't want to get into it. And he says, oh yeah, we're sitting at the table doing wah. And now all of a sudden, the people that we did something to walks in. As Lush is looking around and he's asking Big U, what are these people doing here if we just did something to them? And Big U explains, oh, don't worry about it. We'll just give them 40 and we'll keep the rest. It's not a major issue. Don't worry about it. But that seemed to be very alarming to Lush. Same thing where Big U gives out 20 guns and writes down all the serial numbers. Now, was Big U working? Was he telling? Is he a confidential informant? Did he not do something that he was supposed to do and turned around and tried to say, nah, I'm not going to do it this time? And the law said, hey, you know what? You got to go too. There's a lot of moving parts in this. And as things come out, Lush has admitted that he is Whack. He is Big U's right-hand man, which means he is 100% a co-conspirator on anything that is done. Brick Baby seems to be holding on to claim to fame that he doesn't have nothing to do with anything. And somehow, some way, in a conversation between Brick Baby and Whack 100, they start discussing a unaliving where they found Big U's DNA on the person, and it's not looking too good. So, in this instant, it seems as if Big U and a couple other people drove someone out into the desert, which seemed to be his artist, and did an unaliving, and one of them must have snitched. One thing for certain, two things for sure. We already know by now there is no code of the streets anymore. Code of the streets is gone. It's dead. It's a myth. We all heard Troy Ave when he said that. This is just another example of self-snitching at its best. Folks, right now, these guys are in a world of trouble because when them feds come, they come. There's no running, there's no ducking, there's no hiding. That means they got all their ducks in a row. They dotted their T's, they dotted their I's, crossed their T's, and went above and beyond. Now that leads us to this. Is Wack 100 a confidential informant? Is he out here working with the police? Because we got to ask ourselves, folks, how the hell does he know all this information? He knows everything about everyone. He knew about the extortion. He knows about everything. It's no way Wack 100 himself is self-proclaimed Pyru that is always in crip business, always in everyone's business. Things are getting shaky, folks. Is this going to hurt Wack 100's career? No. I actually think this is going to boost his career up. I don't know, guys. Wack 100 seems to have inside sources, ears to the streets, a fly on the wall. I don't know what it is, but he has all the intel. Could it be now what he was saying about Nipsey Hussle was true? Is there a tape of him, Lauren London, and someone else? Could it be that he has the tape? These are all the questions we need to ask now, folks, because this is way, 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 way too spooky. He knows way, 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 way too much. And before we go, I just want to touch on this subject real quick. No jumper. Is Adam 22 the biggest cultural vulture ever? Is he using LA politics and gang culture to make money? Because he seems to be capitalizing off of everything. All of this craziness from Crip Mac and him just leaving Crip Mac stranded to now Brick Baby to several other guys who used to be on the show. The issues he had with his former best friend, house phone, to just seemingly black people, period. He seems as if he just doesn't care. Like he tells everyone, oh, I just make the content. Are we accepting this? Are we going to continue to accept this? Should Adam 22 be canceled? Is he going to leave Brick Baby stranded? Or is he going to put up some bail money? Is he going to get him a lawyer? Is he going to put money on his canteen? He's going to put money on his books. What is he going to do? Or is he just going to say, oh, well, we'll move on? Because in one of his most recent shows, he said, well, since we don't have them no more, I guess we got to try something else. Folks, it seemingly seems to be a hot mess in Los Angeles right now. Just drop a comment, hit the like, subscribe for more info. We'll follow up on this later, and I'm out.